Hello and welcome to my free e-course about how you can get started working online in 12 weeks. I say it's about 12 weeks because you need to be consistent. So that's about 3 months. So stay consistent with some of these tools and you can actually start seeing some results for working online. Okay, so let's get started. So why are some reasons that people really want to work online? For me, it was more time, more money, more freedom, so I was going to be able to have more freedom and flexibility in my life. So if working online to you feels like your ideal way to achieve this, then keep listening. Okay, so maybe some of you aren't even sure. You're like, well, what can I even offer online? What do I even have to offer? I would suggest my first step, if you want to get started working online, again, the online that I'm talking about is you saying, okay, I have this service that I want to offer to other people. So whether it could be like virtual assistant services, with social media management, simple website design, graphic design. So any of these things that maybe you already know how to do. Maybe if you've already worked in an office, you kind of know how to do administrative things, data entry. There's literally like an unlimited amount of things that can actually be done online remotely. I would actually suggest Googling what you can do online, like what freelancers do, and actually start to pick out some of those things that might even sound interesting to you. You can say, hey, this is within my skill set. I can already do it, or I could easily learn this and add this to my skill set now. Okay, so yeah, that's the first thing that you want to do. Look at your skill set, your interests, and your experiences. Okay, the next thing that you want to do if you're going to work online, first we looked at our skill set, what we already have. Then we figured out what we're willing to learn as well. And then I like to decide how much do I want to make per month from that. So how much do you want to make per month? But also you do want to make it realistic. If you're just starting out, know that you might have to work your way up, and that's okay. But what is a number that feels good for you to make per month doing these skills that you've outlined? Especially with my clients that are moving abroad, this is kind of easier. For clients who are moving abroad to a cheaper country, you can start a little bit lower. Maybe you can say, okay, I'd be okay with making $1,500 or $2,000 a month. Great, that's a good starting point. Okay, next I would decide, okay, how many hours do you want to work per week? So for me, this is, and like what kind of schedule do you want? So when we're looking at employment and kind of shifting our career paths or whatever we're going to be doing, you want to shift to online work, it's really like, why not use this time to shift it towards what your actual life values are? So how many hours you want to work per week is a big part of our life values. Are you working 60 hours now? Do you want to keep working 60 hours? Because, if you're looking for online work to provide you with more time and flexibility, then you're just literally going to be shifting the same schedule that you actually report to someplace to doing it from home on your computer. So that's not really what we want to do here. I would definitely evaluate what hours would you actually like to work per week. Is it 20? Is it 25? That's totally reasonable in the online working world. So yeah, look at how many hours you want to work per week. Look at the values. Make sure that you're kind of lining up your work with your values. Are you someone who maybe likes saying like, okay, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., I am reporting, I am at my remote job station. Or if you're like me, crazy, weird, random work hours, it could be 5 a.m. or it could be 5 p.m. or it could be 11 p.m. I prefer a lot of flexibility. I really cannot show up to in set hours, and I just know that about myself. So when I started working online, I did not pursue positions that would require me to be present at my computer from a certain time until a certain time, mainly because of my daughter, but also because it just provided me with the flexibility. And another thing, if you're going to be working online at home, you need to have discipline, you need to be consistent, and you need to really be self-motivated because you need to really know, like really get into your values of why you're working at home. Because if you're not working in your passion, that's okay. But if you working online is allowing you to spend more time with your kids or have more time for things that you love, more things for yourself, then that's like, oh yes, let's get to work on this because you're feeling like all the things that this online work is providing for you. No, maybe the online work isn't your greatest passion. Maybe data, you don't really care about entering data or whatever it is that you want to really be doing. But it's allowing you to live a certain way. And that's what's going to keep you in that online work and really keep you pretty content with it. Okay, so once you've decided what your skills are, what you're willing to learn, how much you want to make, how many hours you want to work per week, you need to think about what you're going to offer. So getting really clear on what you're going to offer as a service to someone else. This could be to an individual, to small businesses. So get really clear on what you're offering. Are you offering to, manage someone's calendar, their emails? Get clear on what you're offering. If you're not really even sure what you would want to offer, this is something that I go through on my one-on-one coaching program. I have clients who have no idea what they want to offer. They're like, I don't even know. They even say, I don't know. I don't have any online skills. I'm like, okay, let's look at this because I'm pretty sure you do. If you've ever worked, you have some kind of skills that can be used. So yes, you want it, but you want to make a clear offer. You want to make it very clear that people know what you're doing. Okay. So next is you want to package your offer according to the time that you want to spend working and how much you want to make. So and you can play around with the numbers. Let's pretend you want to make $1,000 extra of income working online. And that 1,000 might feel kind of big. You're like, okay, well, how am I going to get someone to pay me $1,000? But why don't you break it down into smaller package? Offer a package for $200. Then you only need 5 clients to reach that 1,000 mark. And so let's see, so if you have 5 clients and you're working 20 hours for each, okay, you're working 100 hours in the month. So that comes out to 25 hours a week. I don't know if you followed me there. Did you follow me there? Okay, so you want $1,000 extra. And maybe you're saying, okay, maybe I don't know if I can find one client to pay me $1,000 to work 25 hours in a week. So break it down smaller. Offer a service for $200 a month for 20 hours a month. You get 5 clients, that equals your 5,000. And that's pretty doable. For a lot of small businesses, let's say they have somebody they can trust, somebody who they know is going to get things done with the skills that they need in their business at that price. Again, play around with the prices. This is just an example. So, that's not too far-fetched of a number for a lot of small businesses or even an individual starting out to have someone that they know is taking things off of their plate so that they can focus on what they need to do the most, which is go make money and for what they do best. So yes, so package your offer. Make sure you're looking at how much extra you want to make, how many hours you're willing to work for it, and then if that number is looking a little big, break it down a little. So rather than looking at, oh my God, I need to make $1,000, it just becomes, okay, I just need 5 clients a month at 20 hours per client a month. That sounds a lot less scary, right? Okay, great. So next what you want to do is you want to do your market research. Don't ever skip this step because we've made an offer, but then what good is that offer really going to be if nobody wants it, if the price is too high, if people don't even need these services? So you want to do your market research. This is something that I also help people with in my program as well, but you don't want to skip this step. This is data collection. You don't want to work so hard on something and then realize that nobody wants it. So this is going to be really important before you put out your offer and what you've become clear out into the world. So some things that you want to consider in your market research is what are your ideal clients struggling with? And really, like, what problem are you solving for them? So think about what problem you're solving for these people. Alrighty. So once you've done your market research, everything's looking good. You say, okay, I offer these services as a virtual assistant, and I can do some social media and email management. I can offer these services for a business. Then you want to get out there in front of the business owners. So yeah, how are you going to market yourself? This is something I also go around in my coaching program, but you need to get your very clear offer. Now you're very clear. You're clear in your pricing. Now it's time to get out there and market yourself to the businesses who want to hire you for your services. Some ways you can do this, I would honestly suggest start with networking with your friends and family and people that know you. You never know. You're going to have extra ears and eyes out there for you. Get on Facebook. Get in some of these Facebook groups. There's lots of groups that have business owners in them, and they're needing these things. Little tip, if you're wanting to be a digital nomad, I wouldn't go into the digital nomad groups to look for a digital nomad position. Go into the groups where the businesses are that are looking for someone to work remotely for them. Just a little tip. And then also update your resume, update your LinkedIn. Make sure that you're updated and it's clear what you do. You want these clients to know what you do. Okay, so then what happens after you get your clients? You land your first, your second, your third, your fifth, you got it. I would highly suggest doing the packages so you know what consistent income is coming in per month. You provide quality work. You keep learning. You keep expanding your skills. I've learned a lot through working with a very wide variety of clients in a different in a wide variety of different areas as a virtual assistant. It all just added to my own skills. And you can raise your prices gradually. Just raise your prices gradually based on your experiences. So yeah, you can start a little lower, start part-time, get more experience, get more confidence, get more of a feel for what you do and where you best fit in and how you best help others, so that you can even keep kind of shifting what you're offering a bit more, tailored to what you do best. And then when you can, outsource some stuff. If your client's okay with that, feel free to outsource a few things. And that is it. Voila, all done. These are some steps that I go in very in depth in my 12-week program for people who are wanting to work online and potentially move to another country. First 4 weeks we work on mindset, which is incredibly important. A lot of my clients had said, wow, it is so important that we did this mindset portion before I moved into the online work portion, because we need to get things straight in our mindset and make sure that we are prepared just to dive right into this. How do we make money online and how do we make that happen? Because that part gets a little intense. We really roll up our sleeves and we get to it. And then the last part is just helping out with that transition. We keep going until your plan is fully formulated and you are confident, ready, you feel supported, and you're going to get out there and reach your goals. And also remember, I offer free strategy sessions. So if you have considered or you think it might be a good fit for us to work together, if you are very serious about this, I'm taking on clients who are serious about it, then feel free to book a strategy session in the description box below. I have the link to my calendar. Feel free to set something up in one of those free slots that you see. I'm looking forward to speaking more to you then. I hope that you found this video helpful. Again, just to do a little recap, look at your skills, get creative about what you can do, what you can already do, what you can do. Get super clear on what you're doing. Make sure that what you're offering is what people want at the right price. Make sure it's in line with your life values. This is very important. And get out there and get yourself in front of the people who are going to hire you for this work. Because it's a myth. There's plenty of people out there looking for more people to work online for them. And that is it. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.